Hello there, and if y'all remember what happened last time, then you know that we're gonna be continuing where we left off. And yeah, we're just gonna be continuing where we left off, and it's gonna be hopefully doesn't mess up from there. So yeah, enjoy, and let's get right into it. I'm so glad I'm right here. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. You ain't getting this. I'm coming, Barry. No. Oh. Try again. Come on. Yeah, great. Can I? Okay, well, I guess I'm going on foot. Guess I'm going on foot. Checkpoint reach. Come on. Yes.
The flare gun was probably the best weapon I could imagine against the dark things I was facing.
Yeah, it was. There's not like it's not like the other ones where there's like ammo. Die. Hold on. Oh, manuscript. Hold on.
Rose knew that Rusty was in love with her, and she liked him too. She liked him a lot. He taught her to dance, and life had certainly taught her the value of a man who was gentle. He treated her well, made her smile, made her feel good. But Rusty wasn't the prince of her dreams, and that tended to underline the unbearable truth. She was no closer to that Hollywood magic than he was.
Wow. I feel like she's gonna die. But hey, if it happens, it happens. So, all right, let's continue where we left off. Flare gun. Oh shoot! I didn't realize. I mean, of course I realized.
It was the kidnapper.
You son of a bitch! Where's my wife?
Enough horseplay, Wake. You deliver the manuscript, and you can have your woman back. Simple as that.
I don't... Listen. Listen. I'm gonna need time to finish it. I still need to write the ending. I need... a week.
It's not done.
I need a week.
2 days. The old Bright Falls coal mine is nearby. You can find it easy, city boy. The main building, there at noon. You bring the manuscript, you'll get your wife. If not, well, get me.
Yes, I get you.
The guy's acting all tough now, even after even after he just ran away.
Barry had talked about birds over the phone.
Yeah, she's definitely in there. Wait, what does it say? The darkness controls the taken. Yeah, I am aware of that.
Al, I am so glad you're here. A couple of them got in here before I walked the chimney. This isn't normal. These birds are here.
Yeah, obviously. Hmm. Oh wait. Hmm.
Go away, please.
Done and done. What? I knew it. Hmm. Yeah, nice try. Oh, I got done. Can I shoot him? Oh, I can shoot him.
Barry, you can open the door now. They're gone.
I wasted so many flares.
Hey, Al. I'm sorry for thinking you were having a psychotic episode, man.
Hey, you're good. Alright.
I sent Barry to the town to ask around about a man fitting the kidnapper's description. He'd go through the archives of the local paper. Perhaps he could learn something. Anything about the island and the cabin that had disappeared. The man wanted a manuscript. I had to try to write him one to get Alice back.
And this is where the little thing comes in. He starts talking crazy.
For me, the supernatural had always been nothing but a metaphor for the human psyche, a tool to use in writing fiction. Now, it was happening for real, and I couldn't put a single word on paper.
Barry Wheeler speaking.
This is Rose.
Rose?
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Oh, you sweet, brilliant girl.
Could you and Mr. Wake come get them? I live in the trailer park outside the town.
We'll be there in less than an
I
hour.
don't trust.
See you soon.
I don't trust this.
Have a great day. Hope you come back soon. Welcome to the old
dear diner.
Good girl.
Yep, I was right. She did. And I'm assuming that's the end of episode 1 or 2. That's the end of episode 2. End of episode 2.
Previously
Okay.
on Alan Wake, Alice has been kidnapped.
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
You'll do exactly what I said. You ever want to see your wife again?
I can't tell anyone except my agent Barry.
You're that again? I don't think that's Alice.
And I'm worried that you're not.
How the hell did she get her hands on the manuscript anyway?
I don't know. She's resourceful. I told you you were too hard on her. Listen, I found out all sorts of interesting stuff while I was digging around.
Yeah.
Mr. Wake, it's Sheriff Breaker. We have an FBI agent here, Agent Nightingale.
FBI?
He's anxious to see you.
Oh,
better
no.
come to the station.
Okay, I'll be right over, Sheriff. Let's
Hmm.
make this quick, huh?
I can already tell this is
Help you
going.
folks? Name's Randolph. I'm the manager.
We're looking for Rose. Works as a waitress down at the diner.
Rose, sure. Nice girl. Who wants to know?
I'm Alan Wake.
The writer, huh? I heard on the radio you were visiting. Well, I'll show you her trailer. That Rose, she's a nice girl. Always pays her rent on time.
As I was saying, Al, I found all sorts of weird stuff from the local newspaper's archives. This place is crazy. Disappearances, mysterious deaths, urban legends come true, and, get this, most of this stuff takes place around Cauldron Lake.
Well, you ain't wrong, mister. The Indians thought the lake was a doorway to the underworld. I'm the God-fearing type myself. I don't hold with that sort of thing.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, there was an island there owned by a guy called Thomas Zane. Now, some of the articles I found about him make him out to be a famous writer, but I ran a bunch of searches, couldn't find a single thing he wrote. Zane was heavily into diving, so much so that the place came to be called Diver's Isle. But the volcano under the lake erupted in 1970, and Zane went down with the island.
The same island where I happen to be with Alice. No coincidence, that's for sure.
It gets better. A local girl, Barbara Jagger, drowned in Cauldron Lake just a week earlier. They were lovers.
Sure, Jagger's a local spook store. The Scratching Hag. Comes for you in the dark. Childish stuff like that.
Anyway, Al, I'm just getting to the best part. All of the articles about this stuff were written by Cynthia Weaver. I asked around, and she's that crazy bag lady you met.
What, the lamp lady? She can be a little loopy, but she's not homeless or anything.
Yeah, anyway, she knew both Jagger and Zane before they both died, and she had some kind of a breakdown.
Yeah, she seemed to know a lot. Oh, well, here it is. Well, I'm assuming this is it.
Well, mister, this here's Rose's trailer. You mind me asking what you want with her?
We're just here to talk to her, pal.
Welcome to... Oh dear. Mr. Wake. I'm so glad you're here.
Rose, you have my manuscript?
Oh. Oh yes. Yes. Please, come in.
I already don't trust. Yep. Dude, by the way she's talking, can already guess there's something really, really funny with how she's talking.
Rose,
Yes.
my manuscript. I really need it.
I understand. I know what you need. A muse to inspire you.
Oh, for Barry. She doesn't have anything.
Yeah, hey, Al? Al, what's... Oh...
Barry! What? What?
Yep.
It's coming for you, hiding in my barber's skin. I'm too weak to stop it. You must turn the lights on.
I promised I'd come visit you and your lovely wife. You must finish what you started. I insist.
Oh god, this lady.
You must turn the lights on. Turn the light on.
Back to work, boy.
Did I ever tell anyone I hate that whole hag?
I felt nauseous, hungover. Only anger kept me going. Rose took a day from me. I had less than 12 hours left to meet the kidnapper. All I could do was get Barry into the car, work something out once I got on the road.
I call her Barbara Jagger. She's very strict. I'm writing faster and faster. My manuscript is being heavily revised.
The edits are getting very aggressive, and each day there's less of me and more of her. I hate it, but I know she's right. She promises me I can save Alice this way. She knows more of this than I do. About the complex incantation I'm attempting. About this place. She's worked with another writer under similar circumstances, Thomas Zane. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I'm getting close. I can feel it.
Yeah, I'm assuming that's that old hag I talked to. Figured.
Barry was out of it. He was way too heavy to carry.
You're right. Deserve more money. So.
My gun and flashlight were gone. I'd have to find a way to get Barry into the car as quickly as possible. There was no time to waste. Mr.
Randolph calls.
Rose. That little smile she had. How she was still sweet when life had tried so hard to make her bitter. It wasn't any of his business what she did in her trailer. But those strangers, the writer and his smart-ass sidekick, looked like trouble. And they'd been in there for days, way past her normal bedtime. He reached for the phone and called the sheriff's station.
Okay.
I just stepped outside to catch a breath of fresh air. Let me tell you, the weather's getting heavy. Nights like this make me especially glad I'm here talking to you and not home in bed. Once the weather takes a turn like this, I can't sleep at all. It's all tangled bed sheets and dark thoughts, punctuated by the occasional plunge into nightmare. Is it just me? Well, perhaps it is. But I hope I can make the night a little bit easier to get through. Caller, you're on KBF FM.
Hey, Pat, it's Walt Snyder.
What's on your mind?
I don't have time for this. No. Stupid. Hey. Stupid game.
Oh, you're gonna get it now. God knows what you've done to that poor girl.
This is Agent Nightingale, FBI! Get him up, Hemingway! You're under arrest! You move a muscle, I'll unload right in your goddamn face! Stay right where you are, Slane!
Wow, they're all gonna hit him. Yeah, their aim sucks.
What are you? I'm standing right here, you goddamn maniac!
I hated to leave Barry behind, but there was no way I'd miss my appointment with the kidnapper.
Mr. Wade, come on!
Shit, I knew the police were probably somehow involved. Come on.
Stop running! Please! Okay, men, keep your eyes peeled. He's gonna try to make it through here.
Oh, damn.
Man out!
Nice try. Can't catch me.
He's gone! Come on, guys! We need to head him off!
Alright, what is it this time?
For decades, The darkness that wore Barbara Jagger's skin slept fitfully in the dark place that was its home and prison. It was hungry and in pain. It dreamed of its nights of glory when the poet's writing had called it from the depths and given it a brief, terrible taste of power and freedom. The rock stars had stirred it from the deep sleep the poet had sunk it back to in the end. When it sensed the writer on the ferry, it opened its eyes.
Me. Great. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Why? Yeah, they're dead. Yeah, they're dead.
This horror was everywhere I went, circling me. The cops didn't stand a chance. They were after a writer, not a monster.
I've lost contact with most of the men you assigned to me. It's Blake's doing. Are you kidding? I mean, have you seen this guy? He wears a tweed jacket.
Hey.
He's the guy we're chasing. If it's not him, who then? Bigfoot? Over. I don't know yet, but I'm not in the habit of jumping to conclusions. That tends to come back and bite you in the ass. Out.
She ain't wrong. Surprised I haven't. Great.
You on the ground. Hold it right there. There's nowhere to run. Freeze!
No. Of course. So I managed to get in. Yeah, they're dead. Yeah, they're dead. No hope for them now.
This is James. Mulligan, Thornton, come in. Over.
Thornton here. James, we got both Wheeler and Rose in custody. They didn't put up a fight or anything. Why, they were... Hey, what you... Come on! Sit down and give me that. James, Mulligan here. Over.
Go ahead, Mulligan. Over.
We got Wheeler and Rose here. Wheeler's drunk or hopped up on something. Speaking of which, that Fed had a pretty distinctive whiff of Otis Scotch about him, you know what I mean. Over.
I don't have anything on that, Deputy Mulligan. Over.
Well, whatever. Anyway, Rose is just being plain weird here. You better get Doc in to take a look at both. Over.
Gotcha. You better get them here quickly. The Fed's gonna want to interview Wheeler. Over.
Oh, yeah, I bet it does. Looks like they have a lot in common. Mulligan out.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what I was doing there.
I imagined that the broadcast tower in the distance was part of the local radio station. Maine seemed like a decent guy. Perhaps he could give me directions to the coal mine. Unnatural shadows clung to the gate. The darkness that was after me was trying to stop me. I wouldn't get through without a light.
Huh? Figured. Let's see. Of course. Flashlight.
It took me a moment to recognize the flashbang grenades. They were an ideal weapon for my situation.
Yes, they were. Oh, flashbang. Okay. And we don't got a revolver, you got a flashbang. Oh.
And here's another call. You're on KBFFM with Pat Maine.
It's Milt Peabody, Pat.
What's on your mind, Milt?
Well, I live near the trailer park, Pat, and there's a big ruckus going on over there.
Well, that's just up the road from me, too. What's going on, do you know?
I don't know, but there's a bunch of police cars there, lots of sirens, a helicopter buzzing around, and I think I heard some gunshots.
Gunshots?
Yes, sir, like from a pistol. So can you find out what's going on?
I think I know what he's talking about.
They're still shooting?
No, it was maybe 10, 15 minutes ago. It sounds serious, Pat. I'm telling you, it don't sound like no party.
I mean, you don't know.
Station to call, Milt.
Okay.
You'll hear it here as soon as I hear from them.
Okay, thanks.
Come on. Nope. Yes. Boom. Come on. Come on. Nothing is gonna stop me. Hmm? Huh. Hmm. Is there anything here that could, you know, be useful? Don't look like it. Don't look like it.
I hope Maine could lend me a car to get to the coal mine. I had no idea how to get to the coal mine. Maine would know. And I had a feeling I wouldn't get a chance to ask anyone else anytime soon.
Compassionate viewpoint, Lorna. Oh, here's a little surprise. The famous writer Alan Wake just walked in. Folks, I'm going to see if I can talk him into an interview.
You notice I can hear him, right?
Come on in, Mr. Wake. Oh, I'm so glad you could find the time to do this, Mr. Wake.
Nowhere to run now, Dan Brown. You back away from me.
Dan Brown.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Everyone calm down.
Put the gun down. We're all friends here, right?
Cool your jets, Nightingale. We got him.
Judas Priest!
What the hell's the matter with you? There's a civilian in there.
FBI don't care.
I'll get you yet, even if it kills me. You hear me? You hear me, H.P. Lovecraft?
I had fallen off so many cliffs it was ridiculous. That's what you get for naming a book The Sudden Stop. It was probably good I hadn't had the chance to tell Maine where I was going. I'd have to lose the cops and find my own way to the mine.
Nightingale on the radio station.
Nightingale stared through the broken studio window into the dark woods. He turned around, started to walk out, but Maine grabbed his arm. "Young man, you almost shot me. You don't shoot off rounds at people like that. What's the matter with you?" Nightingale shook his arm free, marched out. His cheeks burned with rage and humiliation.
I bet. Flares. So do they replace the flashbangs, or do I like wait? Or do I have to wait until my flashbangs run out, then I can use the flares? Sweet. Is that a revolver? Yes. No. Hey. Let's go. Oh shoot, wait, so what happens if we go up? I figured I heard something. I wonder what's up here. I can tell you, it's not good walks. Come on. Oh, wait, am I going to the radio station? No, yeah, this is different. Manuscript. Walter fights Danny.
Danny had stepped out, but what stumbled back in was something else. Something alien. A monster. Walter tried to kill it, first with his fists, then a chair. It wouldn't die. Instead, it kept coming, unaffected by the beating it had taken.
Makes sense.
After Walter managed to kick it down the cellar stairs, fear took over. He ran, got behind the wheel, gunned the engine. The booze wouldn't make him forget, but he knew he had to try.
I gotta run back down. Time to go back down. How do I switch? Unclear. How? Ate it. Of course. How do I switch? Right, ammo.
sensible reason for the power company work lights to be here. It was almost as if they'd been left for someone like me to use.
What does it say? The darkness controls the Taken. Yeah, I'm aware of that. Shotgun. Come on. Oh wow, that double team is... Wow. Why? Why? I can progress with that. I can't progress because I'm out of ammo. I'm out of flashbangs too. Screw this. Wait. Of course. I'm dead. I run out of ammo too, come on. Come on. Come on. Oh. Hey. Another manuscript over here. I can't get past there. Alright, what does it say?
The bulldozer's engine roared to life. Mud and rocks flew as it fought for traction. It crashed through the concrete wall and landed heavily in the yard. If it were an animal, it would have shaken its head after the impact, fixed its eyes on me, and charged. Of course, it had no head, nor eyes. Shadows crawled on its form, twisting it into a monster. Then, it came for me.
Of course it did. Okay, so this is gonna be what's gonna be happening later. I'm gonna be facing a freaking... I'm gonna be facing that. Which means I need shotgun ammo and a flare. Oh, another manuscript. I almost missed it.
Sarah trusted her gut, and her gut said Agent Nightingale was an asshole. He felt wrong, and it wasn't just the smell of stale booze. It was in the way he flashed his badge, pulled rank, the look in his eyes when he wanted answers. Where was Alan Wake? What was this about an accident? Where was his wife? And most importantly, why did she let Wake go? He wouldn't answer her questions. Federal business was all he'd say.
Of course. Let's go. Let's go.
Hello?
The most stubborn man I've ever met.
Alice? Alice?
Alan, I'm so afraid. He keeps me in the dark. Please help me. I look at you, Alan, and it's not you. Something else. Looking out from behind your eyes.
I really don't trust this.
Alice, I'm here.
I'm so alone here. It's all gonna go to hell. You need to be careful. Cooperate.
The connection had been terrible, but that wasn't the only thing that hadn't been right with the call. She sounded wrong somehow, but she had called me.
Yep, yeah, I don't trust that.
The pipe wrenched itself loose from the bridge's steel framework. Wrapped in darkness, it floated in midair, twitching. For a moment, I didn't understand what I was looking at. The heavy object lurched at me with impossible force. I threw myself out of the way, but just barely. When I turned my flashlight on it, it shook in a dark rage before it flew at me again.
Again, at least I know what I'm facing. I swear this thing was... Yeah, this way. Okay. I picked up 3 flares and a flare gun. Let's go. Is that it? I'll assume so. And bada bing. Nope. Bada boom. Let's go ahead and grab this. Anything back here? Nope. Okay. Let's return.
I could see a railway bridge up ahead, and a warehouse of some sort on the opposite shore. I hoped I could find a car from there.
I think I already tell where this is going. I was right.
The darkness that was pursuing me was growing stronger, and it was taking over everything in its path.
Time to go. Nice try. Okay. On the manuscript.
I slammed the door shut right in his smug face. He pleaded for me to open the door. True to form, the asshole actually thought I would obey. I had no sympathy left, no guilt either, not for him. I took a moment to savor the scream. I bet I had a smile on my face. It was all that I had time for. The dark presence was inside the lodge with me.
I bet I already know who that is. So Nightingale isn't the caption.
Just starting to get interested in writing. Stephen King had been a source of inspiration to me. I thought about all the inanimate objects that had come to life in his books. No one is safe in a good horror story. Certainly not the protagonist. That's what makes them fun. This was anything but. The darkness could possess anything, and it was getting closer.
Heavy duty flashlight. Okay. So what, is this like faster or better than the regular flashlight? But it's run out of people to use. Oh well, I forgot some. Never mind. I guess not, never mind. Ooh. Stuck. I thought I would like slip past him. I was trying to slip past him on the left.
To life in his books. No one is safe in a good horror story. Certainly not the protagonist. That's what makes them fun. This was anything but. The darkness could possess anything, and it was getting closer.
Indeed. See, now I know where the flares are, and this should be pretty easy. Come on. Let's go. Get in here. Good to know I still got people to control. Where'd the other one go? There he is. You thought my mere shadows can take upon me. In the light, you can hurt them. Yeah, I'm aware of that. Oh, sweet, I picked up revolver ammo. Hey, that's what happens when I'm consuming batteries. Oh, another one of these.
Our existence for granted, unaware that they are merely a thin veneer of desperate self-delusion, covering a vast cosmos of madness and horror. All too often, the stars are right. In Night Springs. Tonight's episode, a family occasion. Journalist Alvin Derleth's trip to study the local customs of an insular community in Night Springs has been less than successful. Until tonight.
Well, I'm glad you changed your minds about this. Ancient customs, local mythology. My editor loves this kind of stuff.
Well, Mr. Derleth, we don't want to feel like we're on exhibition, but you have demonstrated the seriousness of your intent.
Oh, I am serious. Really, just do your thing. I'll stay out of your way and observe.
Actually, I thought you could assist us. I'm afraid we are a man short. It would provide you with an intimate perspective.
Could I really?
Of course, Mr. Derleth.
Well, I guess that's the least what would I have to do?
Oh, here. Let me show you with a kiss.
I think I already know where this is going.
Oh, Mr. Derleth, you have well pleased Nixie Perka, the dweller in flesh. Your body shall host his 1,000 young, and all shall adore.
Oh god, it's one of these.
Alvin Derleth learned a harsh lesson. If you go looking for mythology, it may come looking for you. And such quests always bear fruit. Night Springs.
Yeah, that was yeah, it's a bit messed up. That was mythology do to you. Some just like that. Okay, now what? Oh. Can I... Okay, can't do that. I wonder... Can I... Oh. Another manuscript.
The darkness surged towards me, sucking everything loose from the ground into its depths, tugging at my clothes. I saw the flare the kidnapper had dropped and threw myself towards it just as I felt my feet leave the ground. The darkness embraced me with the force of a tornado. Somehow I managed to light the flare. The darkness roared and cast me away. I fell toward the dark waters of the lake far below.
Okay, so at least I know what's coming up. Here we go. There's the forklift. There's the forklift. Thing's trying to anticipate my movement. Freaking move! These stupid little shadow creatures are in the way. I don't have any more flares, so it sucks. Oh wait, I have flare guns. Okay, wow. Yeah, that shot was dead. Freaking move! Ooh, God. Wait. Oh, well, he tried. He tried. That's such a mean thing to do. Place one of those shadow creatures there. That is a mean thing to do. Okay. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, I forgot I have flashbang. Okay, so I have batteries. I have ammo too. I have batteries and ammo. Let's do this. Let's go. Anything I can grab before I go? Is this door open? No, it ain't. Yeah, seems like I'm done here. Yeah, seems like I'm done here, so I'm just gonna go ahead and drive. There's gonna be some kind of thing happening, isn't there?
I had never been this glad to see the sunrise. I had a couple of hours to get to the coal mine.
Made it.
The coal mine wasn't far now. Today, I would meet the kidnapper, and he would give me Alice. I wouldn't give him any other choice. A drowning man will clutch at a straw.
Huh. Oh wait, what am I doing? I can just drive there, can't I? No, actually, you know, I already walked this far, so nah. I'm gonna walk. I'm not gonna run back. I'm not gonna run all the way back just to find out I can't drive all the way down here. As clear as day. Just follow the big road. Oh shoot. Something over here I can grab? No, don't look like it. Looks like I have to go this way. I don't know why, but I felt needed. Wait, can I? Oh my god, yes, I can drive. Let's go.
This is Pat Main, and you're listening to KBF-FM. Folks, I want to apologize for kind of abandoning you to that looping music track last night, but I was detained. You see, I encountered a big shot G-man with an itchy trigger finger who could use a lesson in manners and a boot in the ass. Not necessarily in that order either. I know I'm not being very informative here, and I apologize for that. I really should just keep quiet, but I'm just so peeved right now, because some people just shouldn't be carrying badges. I'm just glad that our Sheriff Breaker was there to straighten things out. And if someone I met last night is listening, let me just say, I'm sorry if my mouth got you in trouble. I'm pretty sure you're not the bad guy here. Godspeed, son. I hope you know what you're doing. Now, on a lighter note, I'll be talking to Dr. Nelson all morning. But first, a little music.
Yeah, this is better. Way better. I like that main guy. Sexy's probably gonna die though. Huh? Through the restrictions.
Welcome back to KBF-FM. Hope you enjoyed that too. Now, Doc, you were talking about life and finding that special someone, that soulmate.
Well, you were talking about that. I was saying I don't buy it.
Well, see, to me that's strange because I always pegged you as a hopeless romantic.
You got me there, Pat. But I think love's where you look for it. And you need to do a lot of looking, sure. But the idea that there's that one special person out there for you, and if you miss that chance, it's gone forever and you're forever incomplete. I mean, isn't that depressing? Or heck, childish even? There's plenty of fish in the sea.
He's not wrong there, actually.
Fishing analogy for everything, but what you're saying, isn't that a little harsh?
Well, no.
No.
What I am saying is that your potential for finding that connection isn't limited to what's essentially a chance encounter. How is that harsh?
Yeah, well, I guess that's a nice thought, but
Yeah.
let me say something personal here.
Oh god.
Now, well, I don't disagree with you exactly, but I can't really fit that together with what I feel, what I felt for someone, because she was the one, she was, and I let her drift away from me. Maybe I didn't put in the work, I don't know, but, well, since then, and it was a long time ago, but since then, there hasn't been anyone, not like her. And I'm not saying I dwell on her or haven't moved on. I like my life. I'm not living in the past, but I do miss the way she completed me.
You can't argue with the heart, Pat.
I'm sorry, folks. I had kind of a scary experience last night, and let's just say it's shaken a few things loose.
Huh. Not surprising. That is not surprising at all. When you're almost shot at, and the guy who's like supposedly wanted was in your place, Yeah, I would be. It would be taking loose too. Luckily, I'm too loose, so. Luckily, my screws have already been loose the moment I was created. So I don't need to worry about any of that. So I don't need to worry about the mumbo jumbo BS. And this is where I stop.
Early. I was supposed to meet the kidnapper at noon in the main building. The coal mine was quiet. It was a museum now.
Yeah, that shouldn't be on then, right? Not a manuscript. What does this one say?
With Nightingale gone and the night wind blowing in through the broken studio window, Maine stared at Sarah. The sheriff looked away. Maine's voice shook with barely controlled anger. That boy's doing more drinking than thinking. I hope you know what you're doing, Sarah. He's got a sickness in his eyes. You take my word for it. He wants Wake for a reason, and it's not for anything good.
You ain't wrong about that. Everyone's got an ulterior motive. In 1970, a volcanic eruption below Cauldron Lake, while relatively minor, caused most of the deep mining tunnels to collapse or flood. 32 miners lost their lives in the calamity, and all of the mining around Bright Falls came to a final stop. Now, many of the remaining buildings are protected as historical landmarks. That makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Alright. Luckily when I'm over here, I'm not attacked by the shadows, or the darkness.
I didn't want to go outside. Cops had to be looking for me. The noon sun turned the place into a sauna. The day dragged on. Different scenarios ran through my mind. Ways of how I'd torture the kidnapper to get Alice back. Or the different horrible things he could have done to her. I imagined her dead. I had no way of knowing she was still alive. It was killing me.
Yeah, but you gotta remember the...
Blind hope.
Yeah, you have to remember the little thing that the call Alice put out.
Where the hell are you?
Change of plans. You know where Mirror Peak is? It's a big mountain north of where you are. You follow the path from the mine you
Are you serious? I freaking knew it was gonna happen.
Being jerked around
you
by
want
you.
to see your wife alive? Because if you do, you better watch what you say to me. Do we understand each other?
I speak to you how I want to speak to you.
Talk to Alice.
Yeah, and I want the manuscript. Don't keep me waiting, Wake.
Hello? Hello? Ah! I'm gonna kill him.
I bet he doesn't even have it.
I had to get to Mirror Peak.
I bet he doesn't even have it. I bet he doesn't even have Alice. Ah, great. Yeah, great.
It was close. Maybe closer than ever before.
You're serious? Okay, let's see, how do I get down? Still can't open the door. Okay, what if... It worked. Okay, I need to worry about revolver ammo. Right to where this is going. A manuscript. Hold on a second.
When Thomas Zane fell for Barbara Jagger, it happened fast. She was young, vibrant, and beautiful, full of life. He had never been a very happy man, and without any seeming effort, she had changed all that. Zane felt good for the first time in his life. Everything she did was another piece of a jigsaw puzzle he hadn't even known he'd been missing. And best of all, she made the words flow, strong and sharp. She was his muse.
Okay, now I think to get what's going on now. And why she's involved. Okay, here we go. There it is. Nah. I win these. Of course. Flashbang. Could really use that. You mess with the wrong being. I should have said that. Oh well. Huh? Can't get through. Can't get. I have an idea. Oh. That worked like a glove.
What the hell?
Can't go there.
The only way to reach the hillside ahead was to go through the building. I had to find a way to avoid electrocution.
I have to turn off the power. Great. Here they come. Nah. That's all of them, hopefully. Come on. Let's go. Turned off the power. Oh god. Wait, oh no, and that means everything's in full darkness. Nah. Oh. Come on. Made it. I was right. I was right not to trust this. Alright, come that close. Got ammo. Okay. Here they come. See. Anything. Trust no one in the dark. Yeah, I'm aware of that. It's like a foreshadowing. Follow. Manuscript.
Some of the Taken retained echoes of their former selves, but these were just the nerve twitches of a dead thing. Nothing remained but a shell covered and filled with darkness. In most cases, these puppets were enough for the purposes of the Dark Presence. But for anything more elaborate, as with the writer, it was different. It needed his mind. And so rather than taking him over completely, it merely touched him.
Interesting. Interesting. And there's gonna be a fight here. I was right. I was right. Ammo. Batteries. That'll be for later. Time to go.
There was no way the flashbang grenades were standard power company equipment.
Okay, nothing over here. I almost stepped on him, but didn't. Ah, great. Come on. Boom. So we gotta watch out for more of those things. So what's this way? Dead end. Okay. Oh, sweet, a manuscript.
I stared through the bars of the jail cell. Barry stood behind me, swaying on his feet, looking as ill as I felt. Agent Nightingale stood on the other side of the bars with Sheriff Breaker. Nightingale had a stack of manuscript pages in his hand. He seemed unhinged as he gloated. Well, I've got you now, Raymond Chandler. It's all here. all the evidence, including conspiracy to murder a federal agent.
Wait, what? Raymond Chandler. Is that who he thinks I am? Is that who he thinks I am? Raymond Chandler? Oh, there's stuff in here. Yes. Sweet. I didn't mean to shoot that, but okay.
I had no real plan. I was going to give the kidnapper all the manuscript pages I had for Alice. If that wasn't enough, I'd hold him at gunpoint and make him talk.
Boom. Yeah, so this ain't used to heal or do any of the other lights did. It's just used to basically help me fight against them. Nailed it.